Hello, we are back with another preview video. The games are coming thick and fast right now, and there's another batch on their way. Yes, we've got a bank holiday Monday or bank holiday weekend. Load of fixtures coming up for the National League. I have to admit that my predictions went quite well on Saturday. Not in regards to scores, but in regards to results. Out of the 11 games, I got 9 results. Nine results correct. So I'm pretty pleased with that. 9 out of the 11. I'm quite pleased with. What we're going to talk about now is the bank holiday fixtures for the National League. And we are going to mention there's a game on the Tuesday. But we're going to talk mainly first off about the games on tomorrow on Bank Holiday Monday. So we'll start off with Aldershot against Yeovil Town. Now Yeovil Town lost to Kings Lynn on their opening game. That'll disappoint them a bit, especially being at home, I think. And Aldershot Town have lost again. Tricky little game this, you know. The both sort of obviously Yeovil's had the illness going through the side. Aldershot just can't seem to get any momentum going, you know. Still no sign of Ross McCormack either, which is a bit of a probably Aldershot fans are thinking, why have we signed him if we're not going to play him? You know, what was the point? But Aldershot against Yeovil, I think Aldershot they probably need to win more than Yeovil do. I'm going to go for Yeovil to narrowly nick this by 1-0. So Yeovil 1, Aldershot Town 0. Next game on is Barnet against Dagenham and Redbridge. Now, Barnet got a credible draw against Solihull yesterday. And that's a good way to rebound from the 5-0 drubbing they took it against Notts County at home. I can't see them getting anything against Dagenham. Dagenham are 2 wins from 2. They're absolutely on fire. Paul McCallum did his business yesterday. A great win for Dagenham yesterday. I can't see it being any other different. I'm going to go Barnet 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 3 for that one. Bromley taking on Eastleigh. Bromley kicked off their season yesterday with a defeat, with a 4-2 defeat. And Eastleigh, I believe they lost as well. But it's one of these games that, you know, Bromley... they snuck into the playoffs last year. My only concern for Bromley is how reliant they're going to be on Michael Cheek. And that could be Bromley's biggest downfall. Eastleigh, they'll be okay. Eastleigh will be okay. I think that I'm going to go for an Eastleigh away win here. I'm actually going to go for Eastleigh 2, Bromley 1. I just think Eastleigh, they're a club I've got a lot of respect for at this level. I've got a lot of respect for the fan base of Eastleigh as well. So maybe that's a bit of my heart with it, saying Eastleigh, but I just think Bromley could start to become too reliant on Michael Cheek, and that could actually concern them. So, yeah, and Eastleigh 2-1 win away at Bromley. Dover Athletic against surprise team against Boreham Wood. I like what Boreham Wood are doing at the moment because what they're starting to show, and they won again yesterday, 2-0 win, and what they're basically showing is they were more than Tushimanga, which I think everyone thought, well, how are they going to, they've lost the main goal threat. how in the world are they going to replace him? They're a prime example at the minute, though, that it's not just a one man game, and they've started off with 2 wins from 2. Dover started off their season yesterday, and I reckon Andy Hessenthaler wishes they hadn't. I can't see Bournemouth not getting anything here. I'm gonna go Bournemouth 2, Dover Athletic 0 for that one. Dover, I hate to say relegation's already confirmed, but it's very, very hard to see how it won't be. So Bournemouth 2, Dover Athletic 0 there. Next, we have Halifax Town against Altrincham. Altrincham with that great opening day win against Stockport. But then, Halifax getting a result yesterday. I just think we are at a point where these are going to be 2, I believe, middle of the road sides, like I've said. And I think I've got to say that Altrincham are probably going to be the same. I fancy Halifax just being at home. I think that could swing the game. I'm going to go Halifax Town 1, Altrincham 0. I don't think there'll be many goals in that, but I do believe that Halifax will just squeak a narrow win against Altrincham at the Shea. Next, we have Kings Lynn Town against a side that's just started the season as you mean to go on, or as they're probably expected to, in Chesterfield. A good 2-1 win for Kings Lynn last time out. I think that was a great win for them at Yeovil. Gives them a little bit of confidence. But again, with the amount of quality that Chesterfield have got in the squad, they're 2 for 2 as well. I can see Chesterfield getting a 2-0 win over Kings Lynn. I think Kings Lynn, they won't roll over. I don't think Kings Lynn will roll over, but with the amount of attacking quality that Chesterfield have got, I can't see Kings Lynn really pulling anything out of the bag. But this is the National League, you never know. So for me, it's Chesterfield 2, Kings Lynn 0. Torquey United against Woking. Woking had that great start on the opening day. They slipped up against Halifax yesterday. Torquey got a very, very creditable draw away at Notts County in front of nearly 8,000 fans at Meadow Lane. And they did it for a long time with 10 men. And I always call, whenever Gary Johnson goes anywhere, I always say the Gary Johnson effect. Because he always seems to get an effect that, even when they're not playing well, they seem to be able to get something. I think they frustrated Notts County yesterday. I did see some of the fans' opinions after the game. Great people at Notts County Talk do some great post-match stuff, and I've got to say that they weren't always happy with Torquey's tactics, but I think at the minute Gary Johnson's still trying to gel them and piece them all together. So I think that's a very credible draw to go to one of the promotion favourites and actually get something. Woking, again, I think it's going to be tough for them. Torquay are going to want to bounce back after that opening day defeat at home, so they're going to want to do it. I'm actually going to go for this. I'm going to go Torquay to win, but I'm going to go Torquay 2, Woking 1 for this one. So I think Torquey will back that win up. Wealdstone. Next, we move to Wealdstone as they play Southend. Southend have had a very disappointing loss to Stockport last night. John Rooney with the Stockport goal. Southend, like I said, I think that they just want to try and find the feet. I think they will be in for probably the biggest shock this year. I know a fan commented on my video for Saturday saying, why was I sleeping on Stockport? I won't sleep on any team in this league. I just want to point out there. This league is tough. And if you think that it's going to be an easy ride, if Southend think it's going to be an easy ride, or any team, that's Grimsby, that's my side Grimsby, that's Notts County. If you think it's going to be an easy ride, you can get found out. But I think Notts County have found out the last couple of years that this league is not a gimme, and as Dagenham have shown, this league isn't a gimme. Although for this one with Southend against Wealdstone, I fancy Southend to win 3-0. To be honest, against Wealdstone, I just don't. Hate to say it, I just don't see anything in Wealdstone that would make me think that they're even really going to be that competitive. Sorry to say. I just think that we look at it, they lost out to Chesterfield 2-0 yesterday as well. They just haven't got the firepower. I mean, they're just and Southend. This is a game that is perfect. Wealdstone's got to be careful because they could get a Southend backlash, and I think they will. I think Southend will comfortably get past Wealdstone 3-0. Weymouth are about to play. I'm going to call them so far the surprise package in Maidenhead United. Now Weymouth obviously are coming off that 1-0 loss to my boys Grimsby yesterday. But fair credit to anybody, any fans of Weymouth that watch me. Fair credit to all of you guys over there. You made the game very, very tough for us. Very tough. We didn't have. You didn't give us much. To be fair, going forward, you can see that they don't really have the punch going forward. I mean, Akeem Rose went out injured again. That is one of Akeem's biggest Achilles heels. Is his injury prone. He's very injury prone. He's a good lad. He's a quick lad. But it looks like they're going to be a little while without Akeem, as he was as he was brought off around about the 68th minute of our game yesterday. They're playing Maidenhead and Devonshire, and I think we've got to. I think people in this level, I think we've all got to start respecting Maidenhead a bit more, and possibly Alan Devonshire a bit more. Maidenhead, they're not the prettiest side in the world and in the league, but they can just get results from absolutely anywhere. They're 2-2 at the minute, and I fully expect them after beating Dover. People say, well, they beat Dover, yeah, but they won on the opening day as well, and I fully expect them to win again. Same thing with Weymouth. I just don't see Weymouth having enough going forward to really trouble many teams in the league. They will win games. Weymouth will win games. It happens, But I see Maidenhead winning this by 2-0. Again, I think with Weymouth though, if they can get the first goal in the game, they could surprise a couple of people. But I just don't see their attack potent enough. So I've gone Maidenhead 2, Weymouth 0. Now the big one, there's the last one for the Bank Holiday Monday. It's what they call the big one. It's the TV game, and it probably is the biggest game of the weekend. Well, I'll just say the biggest game of the weekend. Just Wrexham are up against Notts County in the evening kickoff. It's a 7:30 kickoff. Hollywood United, shall we say, against the Reeks Brothers, Notts County, and Wrexham. They picked up a draw on the opening day against Solihull. They won yesterday, and so obviously they against Eastleigh they're going to be unbeaten. But as are Notts County, they're unbeaten. They've won and drew as well. In fact, this is fifth, plays sixth early on. Notts County, I think, got a bit of a culture shock. I'll say culture shock. A bit surprised by how Torquey played. I think a lot of the fans, like I've already mentioned already, felt a bit disappointed and a bit flat after their draw with Torquey. Wrexham, they're just on a crest of a wave at the minute there at the racecourse ground. I'm sorry, Notts County fans, but it's going to be a difficult game to call this. And when I say I'm sorry, Notts County fans, you're too easy to read Notts County. I think if most teams look at Notts County games, you know how they're going to play. I'm going to go Wrexham. It's going to be a tight game, but I'm going to go Wrexham 2, Notts County 1. That is probably the one game that could possibly be a draw. It wouldn't surprise me if that ended up a draw. But I'm going to go Wrexham 2, Notts County 1. And I do think Paul Mullin will get a goal. Notts County need to sort out a plan for when a team high presses them, because they always seem to struggle against that, and they did again yesterday. So Wrexham against Notts County is 2-1 in Wrexham's favour. I'll be watching that game and seeing how it all pans out. But you've got two good teams there. Would it surprise me if Notts County won? Absolutely not. But Wrexham are my choice, just with the bounce that they've got. Now we're going to move on to the one game coming up on the Tuesday, and it involves Stockport County and Grimsby Town. That's my side, the Mighty Mariners. They're going for a tough trip away at Stockport. It has been put back 24 hours, so it happens on the Tuesday night. I'm going to do a full review on this coming up, a preview on this coming up tomorrow. That'll be coming out. But I think if we look at the overall situation, Stockport have lost one and won one of their first two. Grimsby getting the win over Weymouth. Tight win, but a cracking finish by John McAtee. And Stockport coming away after a John Rooney strike against Southend. This could be a close one. This one really could be a close one. It's two good teams. I'm gonna just. I'll do more about this in a match preview coming up. I'm going to go for Grimsby to surprise Stockport. I'm gonna say 2-1 to Grimsby Town. Because it was good to see that we had now John Lewis and Ryan Taylor back yesterday. I don't think Stockport wingers are going to like playing Enrico Salza. So my initial thoughts on this is Stockport County 1, Grimsby Town 2. So that is my predictions for this upcoming week. Again, good luck to everyone that plays tomorrow, and including the lads of Stockport and Grimsby on Tuesday. Get your predictions in. Let me know what you think is going to happen between the sides, and let's hope for another cracking round of National League games. Yeah, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, dislike, love me, hate me, do what you want to do, and I'll see you guys soon. I will be back with another round for Saturday's round of fixtures. I'll be back then for that. So I will see you guys soon. And if you're going to a game tomorrow, or you're going to the Stockport and Grimsby game on Tuesday, enjoy it. And I will speak to you guys very soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.